You are looking live at a snowy Hope College and a snowy DeVos Fieldhouse. It may be cold outside, but the action is about to heat up here on a Saturday on the campus of Hope College, a pivotal MIAA matchup. My name is Jordan George alongside Matt Wayner. So excited to bring this one to you inside what is a buzzing DeVos Fieldhouse.
Yeah, we're packed here. We got a recruiting day for Hope College. And so we've got lots of folks in here. The baseball team, it looks like, as well as softball.
Got a little football action as well.
Football action, yeah. So big recruit day for Hope College. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Hope College assistant coach Ryan Dora at halftime, so you're not going to want to miss that. And Jordan, we got 5-1 Hope College hosting, or I'm sorry, 4-1 in conference Hope College with 5-0 Trine. Big one today.
Yeah, this one has big-time implications down the road in the MIAA. We'll cover it all. We'll turn our attention to Darren Dicemars, the PA announcer here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, singing the national anthem today will be Dance Marathon Miracle Kid, Leah Davidson. Leah and her family have been involved in Dance Marathon for years, and Leah has been treated at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. She is very involved in her church and enjoys all things music related. You may have even seen her performing at last year's marathon during the talent show. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Miss Leah Davidson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Leah Davidson.
Thank you. That was really good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College, for today's MIAA contest between the Thunder of Trine University and your Hope College Trine Dutchmen. Here this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Thunder at 1-4, a 6'5" junior from Franklin, Tennessee, number 5, Aiden Smiley. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" senior from Holland, number 5, Tanner Wiggerink. At 1 forward for the Thunder, a 6'6" senior from Kendallville, Indiana, number 23, Brent Cox. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'5" freshman from Shelby, number 24, Parker Hovey. Starting at center for the Thunder, a 6'8" senior from Cotonou, Benin, number 42, Emmanuel Mayanglo. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'9" junior from Ada, number 33, Gabe Quillen. At one guard for the Thunder, a 6'2 junior from Detroit, number 1, Fred Garland. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11 senior from Zeeland, number 0, Clayton Dykehouse. And at the final guard spot for the Thunder, a 6-foot senior from Detroit, number 11, Cortez Garland. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'10 sophomore from Lansing, number 2, Marcus Warman. Trine University is coached by Brooks Miller. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this afternoon, Pat Stegman, Ross Winter, and Max Semke.
Well, it's showtime here at DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt, and this is a Trine team that may be looking for a little bit of revenge after last season, their year being ended by Hope College in the MIAA semifinals. This, of course, the new-look Trine team, multiple transfers, most notably the Garland brothers, both transferred from Albion. They have Brent Cox back for his 5th season. This is an ultra-experienced team coming in at number 11 in the country in the last D3 Hoops poll.
Yeah, Trine, I mean, a lot of seniors, as you see, seniors and juniors led, and Garland, man, he's been fantastic for 5 years. He's a guy that Albion, I mean, all-conference player, and Hope, they're coming off, I mean, let's admit it, they played terrible Wednesday night against rival Calvin, 9% from 3, just 32% from the field, and you talk to the coaches and they're like, hey, we need to wipe that one away, and we got to get ready for this one.
Yeah, Trine, by many measures, is right up there with Calvin in terms of the most formidable opponents in the MIAA. Of course, currently at 5-0. This is an ultra-experienced Trine team led by Cortez Garland with the ball now. Garland, a little bit more of a shooter than his brother is, Fred. Here's Fred with the ball. Nice leaning attempt there on the baseline. Fred Garland, the 6'2 junior, starts the scoring.
Most excited to see how the Hope defense plays up against a pretty powerful Trine offense, 80 points a game. They're going to attack the basket a lot.
Yeah, man, I love the way this Trine team plays. Really good motion offensively. Fun team to watch and a great test here in a great environment. Here's Tanner Wigrink. Oh, powerful, but Manny Magnoglo turns that one away. Manny Magnoglo, another one of those seniors, Matt. We're talking about 6'8", been one of the best bigs in the MIAA for the last few years.
And he's every bit of 6'8" in person, folks. I mean, he is big, he is strong, and he is athletic.
No doubt. Wide shoulders, Manny Magnoglo. First block of the game. Here's Marcus Warman, 5 on the shot clock for Hope. Working against the larger Magnoglo. Wigrink falling away 15 feet. Oh, it pinballs around Hope. Good job of rallying it, and there's Wigrink, big to big.
You got to be pleased with Wigrink this year. I mean, he's somebody who's stuck around, got better every year, and this senior year, he's been every bit of maybe getting some all-conference honors by the end of the season.
That one way deep for Cortez Garland. Wigrink controls it, and there's Parker Hovey, the young freshman. Oh, nice pass by Dykehouse out in front to Hovey. Hope leads 4-2 early. Parker Hovey, a guy that's really come on strong here for Hope. Hovey averaging right around 5 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. Very solid for a freshman.
If you're Quillen, you can't let him get so deep. That's what he wants to do. When he gets that depth, he's really successful.
Cortez Garland, the Albion College transfer. Oh, good job of creating that contact. There's the experience, Matt. Savvy move by Cortez Garland.
I love that play for Garland. He's strong for as short as he is, but man, he attacks so well. And that's the spot he wants to get to. Really comfortable and really not a bad defensive possession by Clayton, but just got to tip your cap because Garland's good.
Yeah, Garland averaging 15.5 points per game. The super senior from Detroit Renaissance leads this Trine Thunder ball club that's undefeated in the MIAA. Marcus Warman, sophomore from East Lansing with the rock for Hope. Warman does a really good job of getting deep paint touches. Dykehouse to Hovey, out to Warman, all alone in the left corner. And Hope shooting woes continue. A little bit of carryover from that Calvin game.
Not a great defensive possession from Trine, but Hope just kind of gave him that gift there.
Gosh, these Garland brothers. That time it's Fred with a left hand on the left baseline. So patient, pump fake, and score. Quillen with a much smaller Smiley on him. Magnoglo sinking into the paint. Nice job by Quillen. Good touch couldn't get it to go. And there's Tanner Wiggering. That'll be the first on number 23, Brent Cox. Oh, and an early technical foul as well here. Fireworks here early, Matt, at DeVos.
Wow. Yeah, I had to see what the clarification was there. It looks like that's going to be on number 5. It might have just been a hard curse from him, and they're trying to get a hold of that talking early. Both of these teams really physical. For those of you that haven't watched much of this Hope men's team, Jordan, a little different outfit than we're used to. It's two bigs that are kind of ball dominant, which is funny. They both like to be down in the post, and Wiegering will slash it a little bit more. Quillen is just a true 5. He wants the ball in the post. But if you know Coach Mitchell, I mean, they are anchored defensively, just giving up 65 a game, and that's what he wants as his identity.
Dykehouse knocks down them both. Dykehouse, one of the best free throw shooters in Hope College history, 90% on the season. And you said it, Matt, this is a big lead team. Tanner Wiggering, 13.5 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. And then Quillen, who's really come on strong the last couple of years, 10 rebounds per game, 12 points. So Hope's going to look inside early and often. 15 on the shot clock for Dykehouse. Hope down 1 following the technical foul. Dykehouse just got into no man's land there. That'll be a turnover. Double dribble on Hope. Cortez Garland. Again, Albion College transfer, him and his brother Fred, both transferring from Albion to really bolster this Trine lineup that was one of the top teams in the MIAA a year ago. Good job by Gabe Quillen to contest, and Hope will run. Huffy, nice pass inside, and McNoglo's second block of the ball game. I think he blocked that one with his elbow, Matt. Here comes Trine.
That's just too much room.
Fred Garland, lefty shooter, the 6'2 junior, knocks that one in from the right wing. High ball screen look. Hovey does a nice job of getting to 2 feet there. Offensive rebound. Oh, and a nice aware pass to Wiggering, who thought there was contact. McNoglo controls it. Trying early 4-point lead. 4 minutes gone. Smiley driving in with the left hand. He hits the deck, and he'll head to the charity stripe.
So I've got a throwback for Hope basketball fans as I was thinking about Cortez Garland. Reminds me of, do you remember Tracy Edmond?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
2018 Olivet team Hope beat in the MIAA championship. Edmond was a ball-dominant lefty, loved to drive. He was physical. And I was watching him on those first few buckets. I was like, that's Edmond reincarnated.
No doubt. That guy was impossible to stay in front of.
They had that big, too. Do you remember they had that 6'9 transfer from Oregon?
Trevor Manuel, I think was his name.
Yep, Trevor Manuel.
Yeah.
That team was good. But it's funny because that's what I think of when I see these ball-dominant lefties. They like to drive. I mean, that's what that team was. It was just my turn, your turn.
The X factor for Trine is that you got Brent Cox coming back, who averaged 17 points per game last year. He averaged about 10 this year, but for a guy to come back that was, for his 5th year, that was that successful offensively, he's given another dimension to this Trine team. Wiggering outside of McKenzie. McKenzie deep triple. He was an X factor against Calvin, kind of brought Hope back in that second half. Fred Garland. Good ball movement here by Trine. Cortez Garland from the right wing couldn't hit. Quillen's been pretty solid on the boards here so far.
It's a Hope team that's fun to cheer for, and that's what I like about them if you're a Hope basketball fan. Even on that kind of a tough defensive possession there. But you think about it in a game against Calvin where you're playing your rival, you're still within 4 late, and you've played some of the worst basketball you've played all season.
Yeah, they definitely refused to quit in that one. It seemed like the whole game was in that window of 10 to 13 points, never quite out of reach. And
a substitution opportunity here. That's Mims coming in the ball game, as well as Ben Wagar in for Hovey and Wiegering.
Mims has been a bright spot for Hope this year, no doubt, averaging over 10 points per game. Mananglo on that right block. Oh, so tough. Falling away off balance. Impressive look there from Manny Mananglo.
When it's good for him, it's really good.
Garland almost coming to double Quillen. Kick out Mims. Hope a little bit stagnant here offensively early. Dykehouse finds a window and thought he was going to get that one to drop. Got his defender in the air and he'll head to the line.
And Managlo is just so athletic. It's so quick defensively. As a rim protecting big at 6'8" at the D3 level, I mean, it just makes you think, what does he need, 2 inches to play at Western Michigan? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that, I almost say this every broadcast, but high school players, come watch a Hope College game, come watch Division III basketball. This is a guy that has the type of size and physicality that you would not expect to see. It's Nate Tucker on the left wing, upside of Managlo. He'll pop out now and then, won't shoot it from the outside, but they like to go high-low looks with him. Here's Tucker working on Wagar. Nice job by Ben Wagar. Cut him off. Cortez Garland, left-hand kick. Nate Tucker, right wing. Yes, that's good. Nate Tucker, the sophomore from Marshall, Michigan, knocks that one in.
Just did not rotate back quick enough for Wagar.
McKenzie working on Cortez. And whenever Quillen gets that ball, they're really digging in there hard, trying to bother him. Quillen trying to step through, kick out. Mims trying to cure those Hope shooting woes. Playing Dykehouse, nice offensive rebound by the senior. And Hope will reset. Quillen to Wagar. That's a nice job by Ben Wagar. Wagar with the lefty finish. Ben Wagar has been a guy that's stepped up this year as well for the Flying Dutchman. 5.5 points per game. Best 3-point shooting percentage on the team is Ben Wagar, the 6'7" junior. Oh, Garland, they're going to go offense. You can tell that from a mile away, Matt.
Yeah, and when, a few weeks ago I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mitchell and Jordan. When he's talked about this team, it's like, at this point in the season, you've got to know who guys 6, 7, 8 are, and Wagar's in that mix consistently for them, as well as, Cheney will come off the bench, play a few minutes, and Decker. But that's kind of been a little different mix-up for this Hope team is finding out guys 7, 8, 9, and who's going to be able to pour off the bench.
Yeah, definitely agree. Ben Wagar's separated himself in that category. Nice X factor, able to shoot it. And speaking of, just deep, Gabe Quillen has been so active on the boards here early. Oh, crafty spin move. Quillen picks up the mess, and Hope seems like there's a lid on the basket right now for the Flying Dutchman.
Hope has to maximize winning the defensive and offensive rebounds. I mean, have to maximize. Trine's too good at shooting from the outside.
Gabe Quillen talked about his rebounding here a little bit early. He's got 3 early boards. Warm and ultra shifty. Kick out, McKenzie's second triple try. Yes, TJ McKenzie breathing life into this Hope offense.
That's what you need off the bench right there.
Oh, and then Hope pays for it on the other end. Lucky there that Smiley was just short on the triple try. Hope down 3. Oh, Warman getting downhill. Almost got it to go, and he'll head to the free throw line. Hope turning up the tempo a little bit here in the last 45 seconds or so.
It's going to play to their advantage. Even with it being Quillen, Wagar, and with Wiggering on the bench, they're just so much better on the glass than Trine, at least so far in this game. Tempo is a big piece to controlling the game for Hope, because if not, the game gets away from them so quickly.
Really interesting to watch the way Trine defends. It's a lesson in forcing baseline. You'll see that when all these Trine players close out on the ball, they are forcing baseline really, really hard. They know that they have bigs down there that can come help out. So Hope will be important to try to get to the middle, try to get 2 feet in the paint. Here comes Trine offensively.
And that's been your lesson in basketball today by Coach Jordan George. Sure your players would be happy with that.
I hope they're listening. Tanner Wiggering, poke away. It's going to be a one-on-one track meet here. Oh, nice. Nifty finish from the senior. Hope tied up this ball game, 8 minutes gone. And it's Voss Fieldhouse that you can just kind of tell. They're looking to get involved. This crowd, they're looking for Hope to go on a run. Smiley, kick out, Garland, oh, the lefty, right in the face of Marcus Warman. Deep too, Matt.
No room, some room, doesn't matter. He just hits shots. Some guys some guys are just bucket getters, and he's one of them. This level, D2, D1, doesn't matter. I just get buckets.
That would be Fred Garland. He'd fall into that category, as would his brother Cortez. Warman, solid defense there. Thought he had a hand up, but Garland. Oh, TJ McKenzie. Talk about a guy that can be instant offense for Hope. 5 early points for McKenzie. Tucker over to Smiley. Here's Brent Cox. Inside to Garland, and Hope just found themselves out of position there defensively. A little late to the help.
Yeah, I haven't been super pleased with their ability to rotate defensively so far, and I know that's where you can see Coach George and on the bench as well yelling, rotate, rotate. Like, you can see them saying early and often how important that is. It's been a couple possessions that they've missed opportunities.
You mentioned before, Matt, but I do think the rebounding battle is going to be really important against this Trine team that is so potent offensively, so difficult to guard. You have to really maximize every possession. There's no doubt about it. Garland was off on the first. He'll hit on the second.
So if we look now real quick, Jordan, MIAA so far, it's kind of a 3-team race. You got Calvin and Trine knotted at first at 5-0, and Hope right there at 4-1. And then Alma and Kay at 2 and 3. I mean, it's pretty weak from 4 through 8.
Wagering with a nice finish there. Yeah, Matt, you said it. It's quickly turned into what seems like a 3-team race at the top. And all these games against Trine and Calvin are just so pivotal at this time of the season. Mims skies for that board. Good job by Mims. Thought Garland was going to knock another one in. Warming up to Wigerink, working on Monaglo, and Trine not too happy with that call. Wigerink just kind of sought out the contact himself.
If you've been watching Hope basketball, I mean, look at the evolution of Tanner's game. Tanner to go from a guy that, let's admit it, was pushed around as a sophomore.
And he'll tell you that himself.
Yeah, he will. You know, you sit down and have a conversation with him and say, hey, I had to get in the weight room and I had to continue to work on my game. And somebody that, as he misses the first free throw, he can score from so many different areas. And when he slashes, when he hits a 3, now he's like, I have this confidence, my ability to use strength to go up and get a bucket.
I was talking to Coach Mitchell just about an hour or so ago, and he said that Tanner's goal for the last couple of years has been try to get to 220 pounds, try to get in the weight room. And he said he's just recently this year achieved that goal. So who knows, maybe not even at his full potential quite yet.
Yeah, 6'7", 220, that's my goal too, but I don't think I have any eligibility left.
Wigerink tagged with the foul there. Monaglo ripped through on that one, and then Tanner found himself in a tough spot. Parker Hovey's recently checked into the ball game. Over to Fred Garland. Oh, Justice Mims did a really nice job defensively there. I thought they'll tag him with the foul. Mims, a guy who's often tagged with guarding the other team's best player, obviously trying to keep Garland out of the paint. Trying to inbound, they'll have 20 on the shot clock. Here's Smiley. Working on Dykehouse. Dykehouse really heating him up. Garland on Hovey. 8 on the shot clock. Got to play a full 30 seconds of defense against the Thunder. Jeez. And Hope just allows a paint touch there and play good defense with 28 seconds and Trine makes you pay.
So I gave you the, that's going to be double dribble or travel there. I gave you the Tracy Edmond comp for Cortez Garland. Are you ready for my Monaglo?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I go Jeremy Sochan. A little less mobile Sochan. It's so good defensively. That's why I love it around the rim like Sochan. Maybe just a little bit less mobile on the offensive end. I wanted to go Siakam as like the rim running big style.
Monaglo is incredibly aware defensively. He really has good anticipation, knows what his position should be.
I love Jeremy Sochan, man. I've been buying stock from him since he was in college.
Garland knocks that one in at 13 feet. And I agree, the Spurs team's a little bit tough to watch right now, but it's okay.
Can we get him in a big market, maybe?
Yeah, please. Dykehouse, right wing. Working on Managua. That's a matchup that Hope likes on the perimeter. Kick out try. Freshman Hovey. Yeah, Parker Hovey. Potentially that could open those three-point floodgates for the Flying Dutchman. Out front, this Drew Moore. Drew Moore, another transfer for this Trine team. Played a couple years at Olivet. Dykehouse pokes it away, and that'll be a foul right there on Drew Moore. Moore, a local Michigan product, Forest Hills Northern graduate, Grand Rapids area. And again, another transfer out there for Trine. He was a solid player at Olivet and now kind of having a second act here at Trine.
This is kind of the momentum Hope has been looking for defensively, right? I mean, when you start to get some pushes away as Decker comes in the ballgame now, and for Hope to be, that's what they want to lean on. You know, can we get rebounds? Can we tire you out defensively so that if we're wearing you out enough on that end that you're going to make some mistakes for us to get easy buckets?
Hope has done a really nice job. I think their brightest point here has been controlling the glass, not allowing second chances for the Thunder. Here's Cox. Over to Smiley.
Wiegerink has not been pleased with how well he's been at the free throw line, that's for sure.
Cox in the right corner. No good. And again, Quillen, there's 50-50 balls. He's able to corral them. Decker, like you said, Matt, is just checked into the ball game. Kalamazoo College transfer. Quillen outside to Dykehouse. Nice two-man game over there. Dykehouse thought about the shot. Finds Wiegerink. They have tried scrambled a little bit right now defensively. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, what a hammer pass by Parker Hovey. And Josh Decker nails it from the corner.
Hammer pass, and he was hammered in the face down the baseline. Man, that Trine defense, that would be hard to play in. So much baseline switching.
Oh, and the Hope is causing a little bit of chaos right now. Smiley hits the deck. Hope has numbers. Oh, Decker from a different area code. Josh Decker knocked that one down from Zealand, and Hope leads by 6. Oh, my. And that's that Hope energy. The crowd here. Great Saturday crowd here at DeVos. Hope early 6-point lead. We have a Trine timeout. We'll take a quick break.
30 seconds. A smile, the universal hello. A friendly welcome and a sign of confidence. A simple smile can brighten someone's day. At MIAA Dentistry, we design beautiful smiles for the whole family. We strive to meet your individual goals with the latest technology to give you a healthy, lasting smile. MIAA Dentistry, where smiles begin. Proud partners of Hope Athletics. A smile, the universal hello.
Couple of momentum plays in a row there, Matt. Josh Decker, the Kalamazoo transfer, who at times has struggled to get going a little bit offensively this year. Decker, a guy who can be instant offense for Hope, came in, led Kalamazoo in scoring last year, known as a three-point specialist, and to play in front of a big crowd here on a Saturday and knock in 2 threes is huge for his confidence.
He needed that moment. You're totally right. And somebody that, you know, basketball's a little different here than Kalamazoo, here at DeVos Fieldhouse. We got an exciting game now.
Garland, you know, and obviously you want Garland to be really aggressive, and I'm just not sure that's potentially the look that Trine wanted out of the timeout, trying to stem this Hope run. They'll get it on the baseline. Garland to inbound. It's Nate Tucker who made an early 3. Oh, bad break for Hope as Hovey tipped it away. McKenzie comes away with it. And Hope will wisely set up the offense here. Up 6, 7 minutes remaining in half number 1. Decker backdoor and found himself in no man's land there. Being over and back as Hovey chased it down. They're looking for that early backdoor set to Decker.
Right. I see them offensively. Hope just really trying to exploit that when they're having trouble being a little late on switching on the baseline. Trine just trying to kind of settle in. A team that, like I said, 80 points a game, shoot it pretty well from 3. Expect them to have some runs down the stretch here.
You can hear Trine head coach Brooks Miller saying, we got to get a paint touch. We got to get downhill here. They've been a little bit out of sorts offensively for the last couple minutes. Brooks Miller, the head coach at Trine, just does an exceptional job, man. He's really leading this program very well. They're 15-1, obviously, but for years they run a lot of really good stuff and good offense. That's a deep 2 there by Nate Tucker.
You love to see, for yourself as a coach, myself as a coach, he really kind of changed the identity of this Trine team from, admittedly, a few years ago being somewhat forgettable to now being a very good basketball program and 11 in the country. So hats off to him on a terrific job.
Yeah, it's a team that I'll admit I've YouTubed some of their games to try to get some new sets and some new schemes. I love the way they guard defensively. So fun team to watch, and Brooks Miller, one of the best coaches in the MIAA. Garland over to Tucker. Tucker's been solid here for the Thunder so far. Here's Graham Paul. Fall away, Graham Paul off the back iron. Warman unable to box out Garland, and he just rips it from him. Nice job there by Marcus Warman. And it'll be a Hope turnover. It said that I think Warman stepped on the sideline there. Greg Mitchell really expressing his displeasure here.
Yeah, I think he's looking for a little bit of an explanation here. Trying to keep his cool.
Intense ball game. Obviously, two teams that are right there at the top of the MIAA going at it. TJ McKenzie rips it away, gonna try to finish on the break. Oh, McNoglo skies and hits it off the backboard. Quillen there to clean up the mess. They're playing above the rim at DeVos here today, Matt.
I think Sochan might be, I don't know if that's really should be the comp. That was impressive.
Chase down block, his 3rd of the ball game for McNoglo.
It's more like Rip Hamilton,
Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah, Tayshaun Prince on Reggie, 04.
Garland settled for some 15-footers here late, and Quillen with a block, but there's Tucker Johnny on the spot. Back and forth we go, Matt. Pinned down for Dykehouse. Again, Trine likes when they get a baseline touch, and thought McKenzie might have blown the roof on this place, and there's Warman fighting for that offensive board.
That's 2 great possessions by him, affecting the game with those 2 turnovers for Trine.
Decker, McNoglo on him. Interesting matchup here. The shooter, the shot blocker.
You got a mismatch somewhere, yeah.
Hammer pass, Dykehouse. Oh, Hope making it rain here early. They lead by 7 over the Thunder.
Hey, if you can hit open threes, that's going to be the weakness. That's the open. It's just like, in a 2-3 zone, you can break that down for them with this baseline switching. Momentum shift.
No doubt. You can feel the momentum snowballing a little bit here early. Hope loving that hammer pass where they go baseline and throw that wrap around to the opposite corner. Some definite offensive flow here for the Flying Dutchman here in the last few minutes. Hope gonna have to maximize every possession here moving forward. 4.5 left in half number 1. Warman probing the defense, and they'll say a hand check there on, looks like Jace Cusack. Cusack, a 6'5" freshman. Ben Wager going to check in. Speaking of Hope's 3-point shooting, their best 3-point shooter checking into the ballgame. Warman, Matt, is just, he's so good at kind of probing that defense, snaking his way in there, finding gaps, unable to convert at the free throw line as Hope leads by 7 here with 4.5 minutes left.
For a sophomore, I'm just impressed by Marcus Warman's ability to understand those defensive sets and how to break them down. Another turnover forced by Hope.
Hope's guards have just had such good hands today, poking shot attempts away. Ben Wager trying to get into the act. Join the party. Ben Wager for 3, and Hope leads by 10.
Wow. And Jordan, I mean, this is everything going perfect for Hope right now. You're hitting open threes, defensively forcing turnovers. If you were to tell me that the Garland brothers would be kind of stagnated, I mean, their defensive ball pressure has been awesome by their guards.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that this starts on the defensive end for Hope. They've forced turnovers. They've forced tough 16-footers. And then if this Hope team can make open threes, they're really tough to stop because these guards are able to get into the paint, drive and kick. You got Wager joining the party. You got Josh Decker making early threes. Hope looks great offensively right now.
And that's the one thing they've really missed is having a consistent ability to hit open three-pointers because they've done so well down on the blocks with Wigerink and Quillen, forcing other teams to crash on them. That threes are open. It's just they're only shooting 35% on the season from out there. So if they can get that in the repertoire, you talk about a very difficult team to beat.
Next 4 minutes are going to be huge for Hope just to not fall into the trap of taking tough ones because we're up, of, you know, trying to ride that three-point wave. Going to have to value every possession. Nice move there by Aiden Smiley, the 6'5 junior.
I think Trine's just going to try and go ISO a little bit more, get in mismatches.
Warming out to Wigerink. Wigerink. Oh, Tanner Wigerink. Hope is unconscious from the long line today. Lead by 11, 41-30. High scoring affair here at DeVos on a Saturday. Cox outside to Smiley. Hope's hands inside once again, but nice job there by Fred Garland to collect that one. 13 early points for Fred Garland.
Hope already with 6 3-pointers.
I'm going to say that Ben Wager shuffled his feet there, picked up his pivot foot. That'll be a turnover, and Trine ball here. Down 9 are the Thunder with just a little bit over 3 minutes to play. And man, you could never count out this Trine team. I mean, 5-0, top 15 team in the country, team that scores 80 points per game. There's no quit in the Thunder, and Brent Cox got Wigerink in the air and fell away. He'll head to the free throw line.
That is his second, team's seventh.
Brent Cox will head to the line. 17.5 points per game last year for Cox, and now just about 10 points per game in his 5th season, the super senior from Kendallville, Indiana. East Noble High School product.
I've been on a few Hope broadcasts. I always got to give the love to those Indiana shooters. You grow up in Indiana, you learn how to shoot the basketball.
And Hope's had a few of them throughout the years. Ben Gardner comes to mind. The Ray brothers, Teddy Ray, Chris Ray.
Ben Gardner holds a record for most points scored in a state championship basketball game with 31. Broke that record over Greg Oden in 2006. And he got that record, I think it was 2012, his senior year when they won state. And he was unreal that year. Gardner, his senior year, they won by 25 against Gary Harris and Zach Irvin. I didn't know we were doing Ben Gardner trivia today.
Hey, you're a Hope basketball encyclopedia, my friend. Manny Magnaglo. Oh, Magnaglo, the big man, looking like a guard out there. So impressive.
So-chan.
He is. You said that's a D1 body. That's a big time play. And a block on the other end. He's dominating this ball game, Matt. Drew Moore trying to find space, going on Wager. They'll say that was a Hope foul on Ben Wager.
Well, that 10-point lead just got erased very quickly.
That's that Trine team. They do it on both ends. Block shot from Magnaglo, getting out in space. That's why they're one of the top teams in the MIAA.
Yeah, if basketball doesn't work out for Magnaglo, I mean, we could get him in a Hope football uniform too. I mean, get him at tight end. It's so fast, physical. This is a Magnaglo broadcast right now.
Yeah, he light on his feet, good hands. And he has played quite a bit since his freshman year at Trine, and for good reason. Dyko's on the right wing. Hope's gonna go high ball screen here with Quillen, trying to get him a little bit more involved. Quillen with a dump pass down to McKenzie, poked away.
That's how good Trine can be offensively. I mean, we looked up, it's 38-28. They scored 9 very quickly.
Yeah, really in the blink of an eye. This is McNonglo on Warman, Ben Wager, and Hope just can't miss from 3. Ben Wager joins in on the act. Hope shooting extremely well from outside. 44 first half points, and we still got 2 minutes left.
They're 8 of 13 from 3.
That's a departure from what we've seen from Hope this season. But as always, Cortez Garland has an answer on the other end. Hope leads by 5. Warman working on McNonglo. You can tell that ball pressure is turned up for the Thunder. Quillen trying to go left hand to a finish. One poked away, and Hope's found themselves on this baseline out of bounds quite a bit. And with 1:23 left, we have a Hope timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Back and forth we go. Hope and Trine.
Am I being... Here to Boss Fieldhouse, Jordan George, Matt Wayner. Jordan, that 10-point lead got erased quickly. The Garlands, I was checking to make sure. So we got Fred Garland's got 13, Cortez got 9. So the Garland brothers responsible for 21. You set that over under at like 45 between the two, and that's probably gonna be a staple all season for them.
Yeah, they're 9 of 15 combined from the field, so high percentage. The Garland brothers. Warman, there's trying again. They force baseline so hard that Warman's only option is to bring it out top. Stops, pops. Can't hit, and with about a minute left, Trine opportunity to make this a 1-possession game. Tucker out there to Garland. Deep triple try, yes! Cortez Garland keeps his hot shooting alive, and Trine trails by 2.
Too much room. Somebody forgot their responsibility.
Ben Wager in front of the Trine bench. No good on that one, and Quillen is shoved out of bounds. They're gonna get Smiley on that foul call. Oh, excuse me, they're gonna call that one on Tucker. Gabe Quillen ahead of the free throw line. Quillen, quiet offensively here so far as Hope's 3-point shooting barrage has taken attention, and some free throw shooting woes for Hope here. They lead by 2, missed assignment. Wager late to the party, and Nate Tucker makes him pay. We have a tie ball game in the blink of an eye, man.
That's a couple of bad possessions for Hope defensively, not getting back on defense, not rotating well for the easy Garland 3. Goodness gracious. Coach Mitchell's got to be steaming right now as Wagar's going on the bench.
Yeah, just things that you can't quite afford against an opponent like Trine. Once you get that 10, 11-point lead, got to try to stretch that thing out, and Tucker puts Trine up 1 here with 40 seconds left.
Especially understanding you're playing a senior-led team, but they're gonna capitalize on mistakes every time.
Hope's going to be content to drain the shot clock down a little bit here, try to shorten this game. Warman working on Garland. Warman left wing 3. That one's short, and here goes Trine. They'll hold for the last one. So we tick down towards 10 seconds left in half number 1. I have a feeling this might go in the hands of a Garland brother.
Yeah.
Oh, McKenzie with a poke away. Awkward finish here.
See if they're doing a time reset, maybe.
Yeah, I thought they were maybe going to add a little bit of time. Looks like it'll be 0.7, so Hope will probably lob something here into the front court, I would think. Dykehouse got a shot. Tipped by who else but Manny McNonglow. Well, Matt, what do you think about that first half?
Oh, man, it was the ups and downs for me. 38-28, looked like Hope wasn't going to be able to miss. Trine just going on a raucous 16-7 run. That offense is for real when it wants to be. I mean, you got two really good guards in the Garland brothers. Smiley can hit an open three. Cox can hit an open three. And McNonglow and Ren running big. I mean, I love what they got going on. Hope, if they want to win this game, hit your threes. Open threes are going to be there in the second half. Just keep hitting your shots.
Yeah, we saw the power of Trine's offense. They put pedal to the metal right there at the end of the first half and find themselves leading by one. Back and forth we went in half number one. Promises to be an exciting second half here from DeVos Fieldhouse between the 5-0 in-conference Trine Thunder and the 4-1 Hope Flying Dutchman. We'll be back after this break. Matt, we have a halftime interview, correct?
Yeah, you want to come back about 10 minutes. We're going to have Coach Ryan Doro, assistant coach of the Hope baseball team. We're going to talk to him a little bit about today's recruiting day at Hope College and looking at the upcoming season.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see you in a few minutes here from DeVos Fieldhouse.
Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we are involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net. Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we are involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible, and we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
The Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
A smile, the universal hello. A friendly welcome and a sign of confidence. A simple smile can brighten someone's day. At MIAA Dentistry, we design beautiful smiles for the whole family. We strive to meet your individual goals with the latest technology to give you a healthy, lasting smile. MIAA Dentistry, where smiles begin. Proud partners of Hope Athletics.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.
Here at the Boss Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner, and I'm sitting alongside Ryan Doro. Ryan Doro, assistant baseball coach here at Hope College. First year on staff, second year on staff?
Parts of two.
Parts of 2 years. Ryan, a friend of mine, and happy to have you here on the broadcast. Talk a little bit about today being a big recruiting day for Hope College as we got some new recruits on campus. What are things that you look forward to about this day as you get students on campus and kind of showing them hope?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is building relationships once these guys get here. We got 11 7 of our commits here as well. And, you know, for them to feel comfortable with other guys that are coming in, I think is super important. And for the guys that are still trying to find their home on the recruiting scale, I think it's super attractive to come into a place and see a wonderful basketball game and you know, continue to build those relationships as good as we can.
Absolutely. And you know, you're looking at a roster of a lot of seniors. You know, got some guys coming back. Graham O'Gorman going to be back on the bump, as well as other seniors. What do you look forward to about coaching this season in particular with your group of guys?
Yeah, I think it's a really good group. A lot of those guys have put in a lot of long hours during the winter, and you know, they're in a really good spot. We have the talent. You know, on paper we should win a bunch of baseball games.
Right.
But unfortunately, you know, we all know that baseball isn't played on paper, and we got to go out and play with a chip on our shoulder every single day.
Yeah, and when you look at this roster, I mean, every year it's kind of one of those things in baseball where, hey, we love this guy, we love this. There's always something that kind of comes out of nowhere. And so that'll be exciting to see with your team, as hopefully have a chance to follow you guys through the spring. Ryan is a guy, you know, not a Hope College graduate, an Adrian College.
No.
A rival.
He got brought up.
We played against each other in baseball back in 2014, would have been your sophomore year?
Freshman year.
Freshman year. And Ryan had a chance to play a little bit in the minor leagues. When you look at that, you know, we've had conversations about minor league baseball and having a cup of coffee there, and had a cup of coffee with the Rangers and the Bigs, and what are the things you see being similar as you play, you know, and train Division III level players, and then when you look on, you know, and you see some of your best friends playing, Josh Young playing for the Texas Rangers, winning a World Series, what are the big differences you see there?
I mean, really not much. I mean, to be totally honest with you, I think the makeup of a player that, you know, is successful is pretty consistent across the board. You know, we talk about confidence, we talk about things that build a successful student athlete, and I think that's super similar to the big leagues and in the minor leagues. You know, all that stuff aside, I think I continue to learn and continue to adapt a little bit to the recruiting side, and you know, as we move forward here, I think it's going to be nothing but a positive situation.
Yeah, I think that's right. And it's exciting to see. I mean, especially when we've had conversations and seeing guys, and you're like, hey, man, like, I played with him. I know how he spins it. I know how he can play. And
yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, I don't want to call it new school, but sure. But the preparation that it takes to go out and be prepared every single day. I think, you know, win, lose, draw, 0 for 4, 4 for 4. I think if you're prepared, you know, you can go lay your head at night and sleep pretty peacefully.
Yeah, and as you pan out here and you look at a high-level Division III basketball game, I think it's interesting to me to consider, like, hey, what is it, just a couple inches between these guys and guys that play at Western, guys that play at Central? And I think you can say the same thing for baseball as well. I mean, the Division III level is competitive, and that's what you say to recruits that are looking here. So
for sure.
Brian, thanks. Appreciate having you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Good
you
luck
having me
this
on.
season.
Thank you, sir.
And we will see you guys soon. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in a short timeout, and then we'll be ready for second half action.
Let's do it.
Hey, back here, Matt Wayne or Jordan George. Jordan, let's get this second half going, baby.
Yeah, it's been beautiful basketball. For the most part, it's been a really pleasant to watch game, and two competitive teams, physical, knocking down outside shots. So this is going to be an exciting second half and a fun one to watch, no doubt. Close to 10 on the shot clock. Parker Hovey looking high-low to Wiggering. Good strength by the senior. Unable to finish. That one contested by McNoglos. We sound like a broken record with his rim protection abilities.
That pass was right there for Fred. Fred Garland, that is.
Just a little miscommunication there between him and Brent Cox. They both recognized it right away, looked at each other. I think both of them tapped the chest, said, my bad, and go the other way. Story of the first half, Hope's outside shooting from the long line. Really an X factor for the Flying Dutchmen. Have gone inside in the first 2 trips of the second half. Hope from outside in the first half was 8 of 15 from 3. Team that's been shooting in the mid-30s most games from the long line. That was a important key stat looking at half number 1. And Trine leads by 1. This is a Thunder team that has really weathered the storm here tonight of Hope's outside shooting.
An untimely turnover on the other end of the court for Werman, just on that 5-second call.
Cox hands off to Aiden Smiley, and now we're inside for McNongle. That one's all air. I don't think Quillen touched it. Yeah, and they say we're going the other way. It's Hope basketball. Kind of a disconnected first minute here. I came on to the second half saying that was a pretty first half and a little bit of an ugly first minute of the second half.
Uncharacteristic, like you said, of Hope to be 53% from 3, and a nice pass down to Quillen. Another block by McNongle. But as McNongle is going to get called for the foul there, it looks like. And Jordan, uncharacteristic for Hope to shoot that well from 3, which is great for the Dutch. However, 6 of 12 from free throw is just, that's giving away too many points in a game that's probably coming down to 1 possession.
Yeah, you said it, man. I think this is going to be a game that in the last 45 seconds, we are going to be within a possession, and free throw shooting going to be important. Tanner Wiggering struggled from the line in that first half. He was 1 of 4. And a welcome sight for Hope fans. That gets a little round of applause from the DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. 2 for 2. Tanner Wiggering and Hope back up 1. Garland to Smiley. Trying ultra patient here offensively, poked away by Dykhouse. The hands of Hope's guards. That's been another story here in this one. Opportunistic have been the Dutch. Dykhouse working on McNonglo. Outside to Warman. That one really short for Marcus, just didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, and Smiley kind of was able to interrupt that shot a little bit for him.
Oh, the strength from Fred Garland. He kind of threw Parker Hovey off him on that left-hand drive, and back and forth we go, set 47-46 Trine. And Matt, that's one thing that stands out with Fred Garland for me, the lefty junior. He's 6'2", a little bit slight, but once he gets in the paint, he's able to really go up against anybody with his strength.
The body control is impressive. I mean, like you say, at any level, for him to be able to get in the air and square up his shoulders really well, or if he doesn't square up his shoulders, such good touch around the rim. And with a good enough three-pointer, I mean, you think for either Garland, it's on the verge of elite offensively. It's just being undersized is really what limits them. But it's funny how well they can attack the basket for that being not one of their strengths.
Hovey, nice touch pass to Quillen. Try and bring so much pressure once you get it in the paint. And again, they love to make you play on that baseline. Quillen just long and tough offensive trip there for Hope. Here comes Garland, trying with the 1-point lead. Oh, Tanner Wiggering pins that one off the board.
And they're going to get Wiggering on the tackle. I saw it on his way back. He was screaming at Smiley after that free throw, and there might have been some words exchanged there. So that's a technical early was on Smiley, I believe, and then that one there on Wiggering.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe this game as chippy or cheap or anything. This is just two teams that are ultra competitive, man. There have been those moments where it's boiled over a little bit, but two of the best teams in the MIAA really going at it. Wiggering has to be kicking himself for that one.
He's got 3 fouls now. He's not pleased as he's going to have to take some time on the bench.
Hope basketball here after it's been a strange first 3 minutes.
Small clarification with the referees here at the scores table. It's a clock discrepancy. Shot clock changed 27 seconds now.
Kind of some restless energy here in DeVos right now. You can tell momentum is teetering for both these teams, trying to take control here early in the second half. Who can have the upper hand?
It's kind of, we're getting a little bit to a breaking point where one of these teams wants to break things open. I still think both teams got a couple runs left in them.
Warman stops, pops, and hits. Gets the hometown roll for Marcus Warman.
He needed that. Needed that for the confidence.
Warman, the sophomore from East Lansing, highly prized recruit coming out of high school, and Parker Hovey tried to cut him off on the defensive end. They'll get a touch foul on Hovey. TJ McKenzie checking in for the Flying Dutchman. He made an early three in this one. Nanglo, who he caught that one deep against Quillen, fell away, and Johnny on the spot is Nate Tucker.
I think we see now, I'm starting to be able to get the profile completed on Nanglo. I mean, it's so good around the rim. It's so good defensively. I think he just struggles to finish at a great level, and I think that's what makes it hard for him is, wow, there he is again.
Finishing opportunity here for the big man. McKenzie contested that one well, but Garland able to clean up the mess, and now you look up and Trine leads by 5. Tough shot there by Dykehouse.
That's what really disciplined teams do to you, Jordan. I mean, they just are able to stay in it enough.
There's Tucker, and transition basketball for the Trine Thunder here in the last minute has blown this one open. 7-point lead for Trine. And we just talked about it. We felt like the momentum was teetering a little bit. Trine taking control here, heading into the meat of the second half.
Coach Mitchell's going to take a full timeout, and Jordan, just like that, I mean, Hope has to be able to find a way to get control back to that game. I mean, Trine using their experience great.
I think we'll take a quick break here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Trine leads by 7 here in the second half.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
Welcome back here to DeVos Fieldhouse. We have a Hope full timeout, just trying a couple straight transition baskets for the Thunder. They've taken control here, and Hope a couple quick shots offensively. You can tell good timeout by Greg Mitchell trying to take back control of this ball game.
Yeah, and like I said, I see a couple more runs for both teams here. As I mean, if you're Hope College, you gotta break that lead down a little bit, because otherwise Trine has the ability to break this wide open as they have to other MIAA teams.
And we saw it on Wednesday, Hope able to take a punch from Calvin and work their way back into this one. Both these teams have that ability. You have to stay locked in here in the last 15 minutes. 10 on the shot clock. McKenzie takes the bump and tries with that right hand finish, just long.
Coach Miller took a chance. He changed things up a little bit defensively, it looks like, too. They're in a little bit more man.
Oh, Garland, great job of posting on Dykehouse there, and he finishes. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead.
Or, Jordan, maybe they're just playing like a matchup zone as they're just kind of rotating over a little more.
Yeah, they're switching a ton of stuff off the ball as well. You see Smiley there switched on to the larger Quillen. High ball screen, Dykehouse and Quillen. Garland tried to poke that one away.
You can see it in Trine too. They're trying to take over this ball game now, and they're trying to put it in their hands.
defensive pressure from the Thunder is really impressive. That one picked off by Smiley. He's going to be all alone. Easiest 2 of the day for the Thunder, and they lead by double digits.
Hope desperately needing a bucket now. That's a clear out foul on Quillen. It looks like we have a chance to see the replay maybe. He just used his elbow a little bit to clear that out, it seems.
Yeah, usually you'll see when that arm just gets extended, pretty easy call for the official to make. Right when they see that arm extended, oftentimes they'll trigger a foul call. Tucker working on Mims as Trine leads by 11. Nice job by Cox to get to the left-hand finish, but better job by Quillen to block it. Hope badly needs a really connected offensive trip where they get an easy look. But again,
they just look stagnant. They're all trying to play a little bit too much with the ball in their hands.
Trine forces baseline so hard.
It's just not enough off-ball movement right now for Hope.
Mormon got a decent look there and couldn't finish. Oh, Garland so strong. Able to get free, and all of a sudden it's a 13-point lead for the Trine Thunder. Here comes McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie skied, almost tried to throw that one down. They'll tag Smiley with the foul. Maybe Hope at the free throw line can try to find a little bit of rhythm here offensively. Hope College timeout here. Greg Mitchell's going to take a full timeout. About halfway through half number 2. We'll take a quick break and be back. Trine leads by 13.
The Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Back here at DeVos, Matt Wayner, Jordan George. Jordan down 13 now. Hope has a lot to think about. They're due for a run here, but also just got to consider, I mean, it's stagnant offensively. Nobody moving, off-ball screens. I mean, there's no movement right now, and you've got to take a long look in the mirror and see that this is an important win. You can't have 2 losses in the MIAA. You got to at least take one from Trine, take one from Calvin here. So this is becoming more and more an important game, even early in the MIAA season.
Yeah, I think the key word to look at here is just response for Hope. Do they have a counter punch? Do they have another run in them? What's their response like? I think the next 2 minutes will be pivotal for this Flying Dutchman crew, because this lead could either stretch to 20 or shrink to 8, and Hope's going to try to extend this ball game here. They showed it on Wednesday. They can do just that. Going to take connected defensive and offensive trips for the Flying Dutchman.
So we'll look at some stats here now. We got Hope College just 39% from the field. And an impressive 47% from three-pointers. That has improved here, from the first half, and from the free throw line now just 8 of 15, 57%. Not great for them. Trine is winning 61.5% from the field, 66% from 3, just 4 of 6 for Trine, and then 9 of 12 at the free throw line.
That's an interesting call. I think Coach Brooks Miller is upset at that one, and maybe with good reason. I'm curious. Maybe a push off there on Cortez Garland.
Yeah, I guess they got him for that clear out foul. It's a little bit of a bailout now for Hope as they need a bucket.
Wigerink inside, handing that one to Decker. There's McKenzie. Whoa, he fires one halfway down for the senior. And Mims tips it out of bounds. It'll be Trine Thunder basketball. we talked about it a couple of times, Matt. It's been a physical ball game. Inside, they've been letting quite a bit go, and I think, maybe trying to gain a little bit more control of this game here in the last few minutes with the Gabe Quillen clear out call, and now that call on Cortez Garland.
It's just been a weird energy, though, in this building. I mean, Hope in the first half was so good and shooting it so well, and then here in the second half, it just feels like the minutes are ticking by.
Gonna get a hand check call on Marcus Warman. These Trine Thunder guards, especially the Garland brothers, ultra aggressive, trying to get downhill, trying to get paint touches, and they've made Hope pay a little bit here. That'll be 2 straight on Warman, as like that out of bounds that Fred Garland inbounded it and then sat at that right block trying to post up Marcus Warman. Smiley lefty triple, no good, and nice job there by Mims to collect that board. Hope needs a good offensive trip like they need oxygen right now.
They haven't had a field goal in 5 minutes. Just the free throw from McKenzie.
McKenzie, 12-foot fall away floater there. Just don't know if that's the shot that Hope wanted. Smiley down to Garland. Oh. McKenzie went airborne, and he'll get tagged with the foul.
So Jordan, from 38 to 28 in the first half, when you and I were looking, as we see the replay here with McKenzie just couldn't control his body over him.
Dangerous play.
I don't think he got the technical. I think they're just calling it 2 shots, incidental. So from that stretch, 38-28 in the first half with 4 to play. Since then, Hope College now, Trine, I'm sorry, is on a 33-11 run. It's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, and I don't think you can point at necessarily one thing for the reason for that. It comes on both ends, right? The Trine able to get some offensive rhythm, but then Hope offensively here is just not valued it quite as much as they did in the first half. Decker wide open on that wing. That one rims out, and they're going to call a hold on Brent Cox away from the ball. That would have been a big shot just to get Hope back in their rhythm.
Right, it's been a weird few minutes here, and now trying to set up offense. The starters in there, plus Mims in the ball game for Quillen.
Mims in the deep corner. Dykhouse unable to find any daylight. There's Decker with the floater. Mad dash for the ball. I believe they'll call jump ball, and it'll be Trine basketball. Decker found some space in there, got to about 12 feet, just unable to hit that little floater.
Man, Trine, hats off to them. I mean, for Wiegerink and Quillen, guys who are combining for 23 a game, and right now it's Quillen on the bench with just 2 points. And for Wiegerink, he does have 12, so we're going to see if they can get Quillen going a little bit.
Yeah, Quillen heading to the scorer's table now to check in. Trine's going to be content to be really patient here offensively. Smiley collects the loose ball, pinballing around down there. Great fight for it down there. Guys hitting the deck. It'll be a jump ball and Hope basketball.
Archer Hovey, just a freshman, but he's got the strength. He doesn't really play like a freshman. I mean, he's tough. He doesn't get pushed around. You saw it earlier when he had that hammer pass down the baseline. He got crushed on the neck. He's still able to complete the pass.
Yeah, broad shoulders for the freshman from Hart, Michigan. Had a great high school career. Hope getting into an offensive set. Like you said, Matt, Wiegerink and Quillen both back in there now. Decker out top the sharpshooter, no good. Hope can't buy a bucket offensively. Trine looking to push the pace. They got a matchup inside they liked on Magnanglo. Poked away by Hovey, there he is. Dykhouse finds daylight. Wiegerink on Magnanglo, and For what seems like the first time in minutes, Hope able to get a field goal.
It's been about 7 minutes since their last bucket.
Quillen went airborne. Smiley, what a savvy play, able to keep his footing and finish with the left hand. Dykehouse was looking for space. They'll say Smiley push off.
A shout out to these Trine fans out to our left, Jordan. Traveling up a few hours from Angola, here in the snowy Holland, Michigan outside. So appreciate them making the drive up there. And if you're listening out in Indiana to this broadcast, we appreciate you listening to the Hope Athletics broadcast.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a Trine Thunder fan. What a season they're having. Led by head coach Brooks Miller, 15-1 overall, gaining some national recognition as well. This is a team that for the next 6 weeks is going to be right in the mix, not just in the MIAA, but nationally as well. A team that could potentially contend to host some NCAA tournament games, and they have a lot of goals right in front of them, all within reach thanks to the play of guys like Fred and Cortez Garland, Manny Magnangelo. Fun Trine Thunder squad this season.
And the Trine women's team as well. I mean, they're having success so far this year. It's a little bit of a regrouping year. Only a couple of returning starters on that Trine women's team, but they've been able to, they're always a team that when they come to Holland, Michigan, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah, that's the mark of a good program, though, right? You never really have those down years. You have people that maybe didn't play a ton last year that just step up and fill their roles, and then Trine women, their program definitely operates in that fashion. Feels a little bit like the majority of the Calvin game right now, Matt, where we're hanging in that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-point range. And Hope was able to cut that down to a one-possession game late in that one. We'll see if it's more of the same here.
Hope now truly, I mean, the majority of their questions being offensively are the ones that need to be answered. And I think if I'm a player on this team, I'm thinking about if I'm a bench player, that's a way I can earn time, is hitting buckets.
Decker picked up his dribble. This Trine Thunder defense is so tough to play against. The ball pressure, forcing baseline. Hope's feeling the impacts of that right now.
Entering the line for Trine, number 23, Brent Cox.
Aiden Smiley takes a seat. Brent Cox checks in. Under 10 minutes to play in this one. Hope at one point led by as much as 11. Wiggering tried to jam it. Missed dunk for Tanner, and Hope will want to have that one back. Garland working on Warman. Out to Cortez. They'll say that Parker Hovey had his hand in the cookie jar.
His second. Team's 8.
The fouls continue to mount here for both teams. Both teams now in the bonus. So we'll be shooting a lot of free throws down the stretch here with 9 minutes and change remaining.
Hope desperately needing to go on a run here, as you can kind of feel that energy shift here in the building. It's been one of those weird games, like you said, against Calvin. I mean, they hung around that game. Their defense kept it in, and I think it's all the credit to how stifling Trine's defense has been.
Yeah, you can't minimize the impact of this Trine defense. The Hope's guards are feeling the pressure, and then when they drive in and try to find space, they find themselves in that 12 to 15 foot short corner zone that is really no man's land. So it's been a tough defense play against, especially in the second half. Werging thought about the triple. Garland picks his pocket, and off we go. Dump off there to Tucker. Tucker with a patient finish. All of a sudden, this lead has ballooned to 17 for the Thunder. Here comes Garland again as Mims is trying to find space.
So it's Fred Garland on the one steal, and then it's Cortez going the other way.
Jump ball safe, Trine's basketball.
And now, I mean, it's Fred Garland with 20, Cortez with 18, Tucker a quiet 18 points for him. I mean, he's just kind of filling it up when he's wide open.
While we have a full timeout here, Hope's going to try to regroup on both ends. Trine leads by 17 here in DeVos Fieldhouse with less than 9 minutes remaining.
My name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we are involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, and Matt, you know, still quite a bit of time left in this one, a little less than 9 minutes remaining. Obviously, next couple of minutes, huge for Hope, but a team that's shown they've been able to claw their way back into ball games. What do you feel like are some keys moving forward here in the next couple minutes?
I just feel like while Hope hasn't been great offensively, you've got to give a lot of credit to what Trine has been doing defensively. I mean, not allowing enough corn on that cob to get eaten for Hope College. So, I mean, as they struggle, they're just taking away all those opportunities to feast.
Nice dig there by Tanner Wiggering, forcing the turnover. And here comes Warman. Hope's going to move fast and furious here in the next few minutes. Wiggering in there alongside of Decker and Ben Wagger. Mims thought about the triple. Shot clock running down for Hope. Decker baseline to Ben Wagger, and oh, Manny Magnoglu rejects that one. Hope unable to finish. Thought Wagger got in a nice spot there offensively. Garland using quite a bit of the shot clock for the Trine Thunder team. Nice job there by Ben Wagger to reject that one. Be in an awkward situation here for Trine with 8 on the shot clock.
Aiden Smiley, not to be confused with Drew Smiley, former left-hand reliever for Detroit Tigers.
Baseball themed broadcast for you today, folks.
It's a baseball concepts themed broadcast.
And there's Nate Tucker, a guy you said a quiet 20. How about that? 20 points for Nate Tucker, the sophomore guard, one of the only Michigan players on this Trine roster out of Marshall, Michigan, 6'5" sophomore. He's been an X factor for the Trine Thunder here so far. 19-point lead for Trine. Warman inside to Tanner Wiggering.
Wiggering finally able to find the corn in the basket hole there, but still down 17. They got a lot of work to do.
Garland got a little out in front of his skis there. Out of bounds on the baseline.
Entering the lineup for the Flying Dutchman, number 33, Gabe Quillen.
Quillen back in now. Because of this Trine defense, Hope really hasn't been able to play Wiegering and Quillen together near as much. I think it's just they need the. That might have been a travel.
Oh, lucky bounce there for Hope. Get it in the hands of Ben Wagger in the corner. Off to the races. Trine has big-time numbers out there. Garland to Garland connection. Cortez has his 20th point of the ball game.
So Cortez Garland, not to be confused with Judy Garland, star of Wizard of Oz, 1939. 19-point
lead for the Trine Thunder here. And you know, we've talked quite a bit about Trine's defense here, forcing baseline pressure. But 74 points for Trine, you can't discount that offensive output by Trine. 74 points just off their season average as well.
So now as you look at this Trine team, I mean, up 19, we got 6:20 to play. We still got a lot of ball game left, but Jordan, a team that, I mean, they have the DNA. I'd love to see what they do against Calvin on that air ball there by Cortez Garland, sorry. And a team that I think has a lot of the DNA to be able to win an MIAA championship, but both Hope and Calvin, the two teams so strong defensively, I think Hope just needs to make some adjustments and go back to the drawing board.
Great patience there by Gabe Quillen. Catholic Central product, the junior, having a nice season for the Flying Dutchman. He's been quiet offensively here today, just his 4th point for Gabe Quillen. Smiley on the right wing. And that's the kind of play in the second half that Trine's made over and over again. Just those right time, right place plays.
In a game where you and I talked first half, Hope needing to win the rebound battle, and they just have not.
That is his 4th.
4th foul there on Marcus Warman. See if head coach Greg Mitchell just rides with Warman. Tanner Wiggering going to check into the ball game alongside, looks like TJ McKenzie as well.
Looking at stats again, Jordan, it's Trine actually more turnovers than Hope. Trine 19 turnovers in this game. So if you're Hope, you can't be too unhappy with the way they've been able to force Trine into bad situations offensively. And, you know, the Garland brothers got theirs. They got their way to 40. That was the number we talked about. But outside of that, I mean, credit how much Trine adjusts defensively.
Another stat that stands out to me, Matt, points in the paint, 38 points in the paint for Trine. This is a Hope team that's kind of owned the paint in their wins this year with Quillen and Wiegering. Trine been pretty physical this afternoon. There's Quillen inside. Out to Dykhouse. Yes, Dykhouse, 5th-year senior, cuts the lead to 16. This Hope crowd trying to urge on the Flying Dutchman to keep this run going, but time is the enemy of Hope right now.
Quillen kind of begging Managlo to shoot that 3-pointer.
Drew Moore with the right hand, got the friendly bounce. Quillen tried to contest, but Moore got that ball to the backboard quickly. 78 points right now for the Trine Thunder. Dykhouse probing inside to Quillen. And Matt, Magnanglo, even when he doesn't block the shot, he has an impact inside.
Right, and it's just that physical presence, ability to be around the rim and be the strongest and tallest person on the court is just such an advantage. I think where he lacks that touch, you know, he really makes up for on the defensive end.
Oh my gosh.
That's just a special bucket.
An impossible shot by Cortez Garland.
Wow, if we're able to have a chance to look at that on replay, unbelievable shot there. So we take a chance here. Thank you to production department.
Oh my gosh. Weaving his way through.
And that's a player at the free throw line. We're looking at, Jordan, somebody with just a remarkable MIAA career in Cortez Garland here in his 5th year. And the job is not done for him.
Yeah, Garland, I'm not sure if he's checked out of this ball game once here this afternoon. Just a staple of this Trine Thunder ball club this season. Wiggering, top of the key, trying to move quickly. Going right at Magnanglo. A nice job there by Tanner Wiggering. Takes the contact, able to finish. Thought he was maybe going to hand that one off to Dykhouse and turned the corner for the finish.
Yeah, great physicality by him, able to beat Managlo to the bucket.
Wigerink has 18 points on the afternoon, trying to make it 19 here at the free throw line. Hope amping up the pressure here as Tanner Wigerink, as we just said, 19 points. Only 2 rebounds for Wigerink today, a guy that averages just about 10 on the season.
So Trine up 18, and Jordan, they just have 1 loss on the season, as we talked about earlier, undefeated in MIAA play. With a nice bucket there, late in shot clock by Moore. A team that, their 1 loss is to Elmhurst, they're a top 25 team, a great program. So they have aspirations, make the tournament. Nice script there by Dykhouse.
3 minutes left in this one. That's fine there from McKenzie down to Parker Hovey. Magnaglio is looking for another block, but we'll call goaltend. And a game to watch is the next game of the Trine Thunder schedule. They play Calvin University. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And yeah, Calvin's going to host that game on Wednesday, and all eyes in the MIAA will be turned towards that one as 2 undefeated foes will go at it for first place in the conference.
Right, and you know, Calvin, a team led by their anchor and 6'10", Jalen Overway, product of Holland Christian. Jalen, a fantastic freshman year, of course, and somebody that has been able to carry them so well, you know, with his offensive output. And I'm real curious, Jordan, now as we look at what Hope needs to do going back to the drawing board. They're down 18, 3 to play. Not insurmountable, but it would take a serious run and some changes for Trine, with a lot more turnovers even, for them to get back in this game. And they break that full court pressure pretty easily. Garland's now holding the ball.
Yeah, this Trine team, that's going to be an interesting mix of styles when they play Calvin. Obviously, Calvin anchored by Jalen Overway, and Trine so much of the game with the ball spent in Cortez and Fred Garland's hands. It's really interesting to see that clash of styles, guard focused versus big focused.
That's a little bit more of what we thought this game was going to be. Shane, you know, the Garland brothers, they got theirs. They tallied up 45. Tucker added another 20. But it's interesting to look at how those different styles today. I was expecting Hope to attack a little bit more with Quillen, and Quillen was just relatively quiet all game.
Taking a quick look around the MIAA, Albion leads Kalamazoo by 8 in overtime. Be a big win for the Brits. Already completed is Calvin taking on Alma. Calvin wins convincingly in that one, 89-63 for the 26-point victory. Olivet and Adrian facing off today as well. Don't have live stats for that one, so no update there between the Comets and Bulldogs. Kenzie down low to Quillen. Magnaglio, good job of just staying straight up right there, no foul. As Trine leads by 16, Quillen able to finish.
They're going to get Wigerink on the foul there, it looks like.
Yeah, Wigerink hit the deck. They'll say it was a push on 21, Nate Tucker.
Uses that length to his advantage to fight for that bucket. They got him on the shoulder.
Nate Tucker, a guy that has been a difference maker for Trine. 20 points tonight for Tucker, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Couple threes, putbacks, offensive rebounds, slashing in there. Been an impressive day for Nate Tucker, the sophomore guard.
That is the strength of Trine, is just the ability to have different people do it at different times. You know, they average 80 a game, and you know that the Garland brothers are leading that show, but to be able to have, whether it's Smiley, Cox, Tucker, Managlo, I mean, those guys with every game is a great defensive effort, but one of them can be a 20-point-a-game kind of guy every game.
Hope's going to trap and pressure here with less than 2 minutes remaining. Smiley inbounds to Cortez Garland. Cortez Garland, 25 points on the afternoon for the fifth-year senior out of Detroit Renaissance. Long offensive trip here for the Thunder. Nate Tucker, nice touch for Tucker. And it's going to be a Trine full timeout as they've stretched this lead out once again to 16 points. Less than 2 minutes remaining on the road. We'll take a quick break. We have a full timeout here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Back at it here with live action. Hope finds themselves down 16 here late in this one. A game that will move them to 4-2 in the MIAA conference, and Trine will improve to 6-0 along with Calvin to be right at #1 there in the MIAA.
All credit to Trine in this one. They've been great. And Hope just kind of need to go back to the drawing board in terms of finding opportunities to be more impactful offensively. And in the first half, man, they were lights out from three, shooting over 50% from three in that first half.
We do have an update from Adrian, Michigan. Adrian, convincing victory over Olivet, 86-52 in a blowout. Proves the Bulldogs to 3-13 on the season as Olivet falls to 2-14. Olivet 0-6 in the MIAA. I saw a stat the other day where they've lost by a combined, I believe it was less than 25 points in the conference. So quite a few close games there for the Comets.
So as we said earlier, they have that Tracy Edmonds season to go back to and remember. And they were great in 2018. Edmond and Trevor Manuel, that team was a lot of fun.
Ticking down towards a minute to play. Trine's been pretty convincing in this second half. Once again, Hope once led by 11, and since then it's been all Trine Thunder. Five on the shot clock. McNonglo gonna try to get in on it, and halfway down on that one, Matt. McKenzie and Tucker fighting for it. It's a jump ball. I think it'll be, looks like Trine basketball.
Just a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock here.
A little bit of confusion there with the arrow, but it'll be Hope basketball as Trine leads by 15. In this one, and Matt, we talked about it. With the MIAA being so close, you gotta take advantage of these games, and especially to win one on the road. Great job by Trine here and a convincing victory.
Trine, as they dribble out the shot clock, yeah. I mean, this is a team. I mean, you see the seniors on the roster. And they are, they're determined, and they have bigger and brighter things ahead, and been fantastic. So Hope now 4-2 in conference, and they've got some stuff to go back and think about. So they have 2 losses this week to the 2 best teams in conference. So we'll see what happens in that Calvin-Trine game. A lot to look forward to, and this is a great team.
Yeah, Trine really built for MIAA conference play, and they're showing it 6-0. The Thunder improved to 16-1 overall and avenged that MIAA semifinal loss from last season. Well, that'll be it here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope drops one here at home, 85-70 to the MIAA leading Trine Thunder. Trine improves to 16-1, while Hope falls to 4-2 in conference play. For Matt Wayner, I'm Jordan George saying see you next time, and as always, go Hope.